Man City's 2025 January transfer wishlist. Manchester City have not bought a first-team player during the January transfer window since Aymeric Laporte's arrival in 2018. Pep Guardiola was building from a position of strength at the time, boasting a 12-point lead at the Premier League summit as they cantered towards the first and so far only Centurion campaign in English football history. The setting could not be more different this year. Locked in the worst crisis of his managerial career, Guardiola has revealed that City may be forced to dip into the January market. "We're not a big fan of that window, but the circumstances of this season have been special," Guardiola fretted before watching his side lose again against Aston Villa. "We've spoken about doing something. Here's what that something could be. First, a defensive midfield. There is little a fully fit Rodri could have done over the last 3 months to earn the same level of acclaim that has been thrust his way, while Manchester City have spiraled violently out of control in his absence. Ilkay Gundogan has only hypothetically returned from his 1-year sabbatical in Barcelona, while Mateo Kovacic, the closest thing Guardiola had to a Rodri replacement, has been mired by injuries of his own. Potential targets. Top of the candidates may very well be Martin Zubimendi. The slight orchestrator at the base of Real Sociedad's midfield was the man Luis de la Fuente chose to fill the void left by Rodri's half-time substitution in the final of Euro 2024. While Zubimendi doesn't have the same towering physical profile as his compatriot, he does boast an ease in possession and clear understanding of the game. There was a reason Liverpool spent so much of last summer chasing after him. There are no doubts about the physical capacity of Ederson. The Brazilian midfielder covers the ground of two ordinary players from the heart of Atalanta's all-action engine room. Blessed with a brain as powerful as his other muscles, Ederson seems to improve with every day spent under the watchful eye of John Piero Gasperini. If City are in search of a Premier League proven talent, they could opt for Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle United's talismanic vice-captain has a long-running rivalry with Rodri, but would do an admirable job filling in for the Spaniard and could easily play alongside him once he returns to the pitch. All City would have to do is stump up £100 million. And then a fullback. City's injury crisis may have claimed their best midfielder, but that fitness misfortune has also ravaged the backline. While a declining Kyle Walker lives up to his surname on the right-hand side of City's backline, Guardiola has been searching for a natural left-back for years. Potential targets. The role of a fullback in a Guardiola team may be the most complex position in football. Suitable candidates have to boast the craft of a midfielder and the nous of defender. Miguel Gutierrez is one of the few players with a keen appreciation for the demands of this hybrid role. The former Real Madrid Academy graduate has thrived for Girona as an inverted left-back under Michel. As one of the teams under the City Football Group's umbrella of influence, Gutierrez's manager has access to the exact coaching drills which Guardiola sketches up in Manchester. Barcelona's Jules Koundé and David Hanko of Feyenoord both offer a unique balance of gusto and guile, having operated as centre-backs and full-backs. And last, versatile forward. When Julian Alvarez forced through an eye-watering £81.5 million move to Atletico Madrid over the summer, Guardiola hinted that City would secure a replacement for the World Cup winner in the remaining days of the transfer window. A 33-year-old Gundogan was the only player to arrive. Kevin De Bruyne has scarcely been spotted this term, and Phil Foden may as well have sat out himself. The reigning Premier League Player of the Year didn't score his first league goal of the current season until the 21st of December, registering a consolation in defeat to Aston Villa with his 30th attempt of the campaign. Potential targets. City have been optimistically linked with Bayer Leverkusen starlet Florian Wirtz, but the prolific German prodigy won't be going anywhere in January for anything less than 9 digits. Even then, Leverkusen could simply refuse to lose their best player mid-season. Omar Marmoush may not have the same hype of Wirtz, but the Egypt international has racked up the same number of Bundesliga assists, 7, and scored almost twice as many league goals, 13, as the sought-after playmaker this season. The record-breaking Eintracht Frankfurt forward has been repeatedly linked with Liverpool this term, yet would surely be interested in an advance from the reigning Premier League champions. Nico Paz's modest tally of 2 goals and 3 assists has to be put into perspective. The Real Madrid Academy graduate is operating at the epicenter of Cesc Fabregas' newly promoted Como, pulling the strings with an enchanting, almost lackadaisical style. A City side which increasingly looks too terrified to try anything audacious for fear of the repercussions, only to make a blunder while playing it safe, could do with Paz's sense of adventure.